One of the most important habits of rich people is waking up early. While most of the world is still asleep, successful people are already awake and working on their dreams. Waking up early gives you extra time in the day that other people do not have. This quiet time in the morning is very special because there are no distractions. No one is calling you, and no one is sending you messages. You can use this time to think clearly about your plans for the future. When you wake up early, you start the day with control. You are not rushing or feeling stressed. Instead, you have time to eat a good breakfast, exercise, or read a book. This calm start helps your brain work better for the rest of the day. Many millionaires wake up at 5 a.m. or even 4 a.m. They use these morning hours to do their most hard work before the busy day begins. If you sleep late, you might feel like you are always behind. But if you rise early, you are ahead of everyone else. To start this habit, try waking up just 30 minutes earlier than usual. Do not look at your phone in bed. Get up immediately and drink some water. Over time, your body will get used to the new time. This simple change adds many hours to your week. Those extra hours can be used to learn new skills or work on a business. Waking up early is the first step to owning your day and building your wealth. Many people make a big mistake with their money. They get their pay, spend it on bills and fun things, and then save whatever is left. Usually, there is nothing left. Rich people do the opposite. They use a habit called pay yourself first. This means as soon as they get money, they take a part of it and move it to a savings or investment account. They do this before they pay any bills or buy any food. They treat their savings like the most important bill they have to pay. Investing is how you make your money work for you. If you keep your money in your pocket, it does not grow. But if you invest it, it can grow into more money over time. You do not need to be rich to start. You can start with a very small amount of money. The important thing is to do it every single time you get paid. Over many years, this small amount will grow into a large amount because of something called compound interest. This habit requires discipline. You might have to say no to buying new clothes or eating at fancy restaurants in the beginning, but this sacrifice is for your future freedom. When you invest first, you are telling yourself that your future wealth is more important than buying things today. Rich people know that the goal is not to look rich today, but to be rich tomorrow. By investing first, you ensure that you are always building your wealth, month after month. To become rich, you must know where every single dollar goes. This is why having a budget is so important. A budget is just a plan for your money. Many people think budgets are boring or strict, but budget actually gives you freedom. It helps you control your money instead of letting your money control you. If you do not have a budget, you might wonder at the end of the month where all your money went. This is a bad habit that keeps people poor. Rich people track everything. They know exactly how much they spend on food, rent, travel, and fun. When you write down every expense, you start to see patterns. You might see that you are spending too much money on coffee or snacks. Once you see this, You can stop wasting money and put it toward your goals instead. A budget helps you make smart choices. It tells you if you can afford to buy something new or if you should wait. You should sit down once a week or once a month to look at your money. Write down how much you earned and how much you spent. If you spent more than you planned, do not feel bad. Just promise to do better next month. The goal is to spend less than you earn. The difference between what you earn and what you spend is your profit. You need this profit to become wealthy. Without a budget, it is impossible to build a fortune. Rich people are also rich in knowledge. They understand that the more they learn, the more they earn. This is why reading is a daily habit for them. Books contain the secrets of success. When you read a book written by a successful person, you are learning from their life. You can learn from their mistakes without making them yourself. You can learn their best strategies for just the price of a book. This is a very cheap way to get a very expensive education. You do not have to read difficult books to get benefits. You can read books about money, business, history, or self-improvement. Even reading just 10 pages a day is very powerful. If you read 10 pages every day, that is 300 pages a month. That means you can read about 12 books a year. Think about how much smarter you will be after reading 12 books. Most people do not read any books after they finish school. By reading daily, you put yourself ahead of the average person. Reading also helps your brain stay sharp. It improves your focus and gives you new ideas. Maybe you will read an idea that helps you start a business or solve a problem at work. Knowledge is the tool you need to build wealth. If you stop learning, you stop growing. But if you make reading a habit, you will always have new ideas and new ways to make money. Make time to read every morning or before you go to sleep. There's an old saying that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. You should listen twice as much as you speak. This is a very powerful habit of the wealthy. Many people talk too much. They tell everyone their plans, their dreams, and their secrets. But when you talk too much, you might say things you should not. You might give away your best ideas, or you might look foolish. Rich people practice the power of silence. They listen carefully to what others say. When you listen more, you learn more. You can gather information that will help you make better decisions. Listening also makes other people like you more. People love to be heard. If you are a good listener, people will trust you and want to work with you. Also, keeping your plans secret is very smart. If you tell everyone you are going to start a business, you might feel pressure. If you fail, everyone will know. It is better to work in silence and let your success make the noise. Saying no is also part of this habit. You must learn to say no to things that waste your time. If friends ask you to go out and party every night, you must say no. If someone asks you to join a bad business deal, you must say no. Rich people protect their time and their energy. They do not talk just to hear their own voice. They speak only when they have something important to say. Your circle of friends is very important for your success. There's a rule that says you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends are always fighting, complaining, or gossiping, this is drama. Drama kills your energy and your focus. You cannot build a business or a great career if you're always worried about other people's problems. Rich people stay away from drama. They do not have time for it. Toxic people will drag you down. They might be jealous of your goals or tell you that you cannot succeed. They might waste your time with small problems that do not matter. To get rich, you must protect your peace of mind. You need to be around people who are positive and ambitious. You need friends who talk about ideas and goals, not about other people. If you have negative friends, you might need to spend less time with them. This can be very hard to do. You might have known these people for a long time, but you must choose your future over your past. When you cut out the drama, you will feel much lighter. You will have more energy to work on your projects. Your mind will be clear and focused. Successful people surround themselves with other successful people. They help each other grow. Make sure your environment is clean of negativity so your wealth can grow without limits. Money is a reward for the value you give to the world. If you want more money, you must become more valuable. The best way to do this is by building new skills. The world is always changing. Jobs that were important 10 years ago might not exist today. Rich people are always adding new skills to their toolbox. They do not just rely on what they learned in school. They are always training to be better. You can learn many skills that will help you earn money. You can learn how to sell, how to code computers, how to speak in public, or how to lead a team. Every new skill you learn opens a new door for you. For example, if you are good at your job but you also learn how to speak another language, you become more valuable than your coworkers. You can ask for more money or get a better job. Rich people look for skills that are rare and hard to find. You do not need to go to university to learn. You can take courses online, watch educational videos, or find a mentor. The important thing is to never settle. Do not be happy with just being okay at what you do. Try to be the best. When you are the best at what you do, people will pay you very well for your time. Invest your time in learning things that will pay you back for the rest of your life. You might wonder what food has to do with money. The answer is energy. Building wealth takes a lot of hard work. You need to be awake, alert, and full of energy for many hours a day. If you eat bad food like candy, soda, and fast food, your body will feel tired and heavy. Your brain will not work fast. You might feel sleepy in the middle of the day. This is bad for your success. Rich people treat their bodies like expensive machines. They put the best fuel inside, so the machine runs perfectly. Eating clean means eating fresh vegetables, fruits, healthy meats, and drinking lots of water. When you eat well, you think well. You can focus on a difficult task for a long time without getting tired. You also get sick less often. If you are sick in bed, you cannot work and you cannot make money. Your health is your first wealth. Also, eating bad food is a habit of instant pleasure. You want the yummy taste now, even if it hurts you later. Eating healthy requires discipline. You have to say no to the cake and yes to the salad. This is the same discipline you need for money. You say no to spending now so you can be rich later. By controlling what you eat, you are training your mind to be strong. This strength will help you in business and in life. Exercise is another key habit for a millionaire mind. Just like eating clean, exercise gives you energy. When you run, lift weights, or play sports, your blood flows faster. This sends more oxygen to your brain. After a good workout, you feel sharp and ready to solve problems. Many successful business leaders exercise every morning before they go to the office. It wakes them up better than coffee. Exercise also teaches you how to push through pain. When you are exercising, it can be hard. Your muscles might burn, and you might want to stop, but you keep going because you want to be strong. This is the exact same feeling as building a business. There will be hard times when you want to quit. If you exercise, you're used to doing hard things. You know that if you keep pushing, you will get results. You learn that pain is just temporary, but success is a reward. You do not need a fancy gym to exercise. You can run outside, do push-ups in your room, or take a long walk. The goal is to move your body every day. Consistency is the key. If you exercise daily, you build a strong body and a strong mind. A strong mind is necessary to handle the stress of making money. People who are fit and healthy often have more confidence. This confidence helps them in meetings and negotiations. The final habit is to stay humble. When you start making money, you might want to show it off. You might want to buy a flashy car, wear expensive gold watches, or tell everyone how rich you are. This is a trap. Real millionaires are often very quiet about their wealth. They do not need to prove anything to strangers. They know they are successful, and that is enough for them. When you brag, you attract jealousy. People might try to take your money or ask you for loans. It can cause problems with your friends and family. Also, buying expensive things just to show off is a quick way to lose your money. If you spend all your cash on toys to impress people, you will not have money left to invest. This is how people get rich and then become poor again. The goal is to be rich, not just to look rich. Moving in silence is powerful. Let people wonder what you're doing. Keep your wins to yourself and your close family. This protects your focus. You should find joy in the work itself, not in the applause of others. Being humble keeps you grounded. It helps you remember where you came from. It reminds you that you must keep working hard to keep your wealth. A humble mindset is a safe mindset. It helps you keep your money for a long time and live a peaceful, happy life.